Hey, this is an introduction to the nutrition section in week number 5. So first of all, I have to say that I am not a certified nutritionist, and if you need help or advice with nutrition that is specific, as in how many grams of macronutrients like protein, fat, and carbs should I eat, and how do I count my macronutrients in terms of grams, I am not the one to go to. Find a certified nutritionist to really help plan that out. I'm going to give some very general principles and ideas about nutrition for athletes, and you should take it as advice not from a nutrition professional, but from a running enthusiast who has tried lots of different things and done lots of research in the area of nutrition. So I give a very general overview below about macronutrients, what they are, why they're important. I'm assuming that you have some basic knowledge, but I'm putting in information here just in case you haven't, including a chart on what foods you can find protein, fat, and carbs in your diet in that Venn diagram that's excellent. There's also a link to a more complex and interesting one from Precision Nutrition, which is where I get a lot of great information. They're a great resource to look at yourself. The challenge this week is going to be make your food at home as much as possible. I'm not going to put a number on this. I'm just going to challenge you to increase. So however many meals out of all the meals you eat in a week, I'm challenging you to increase that number this week. Make your food at home. There's lots of studies that just show if we ate more food at home, we'd eat more real food, less processed food, and actual healthy, full calories that include lots of nutrition in them, rather than getting our food out somewhere where they have to put more preservatives in food that you buy at grocery stores in bags, like that ready to eat food. A lot of the nutrition's been taken out of those, either bred out through genetic modification and selection, or they've put preservatives in, and you're eating extra things that you don't want and need in your body. So the challenge is eat more food you made at home, or someone who lives with you made at home. The other challenge is to eat more protein. So it's kind of a joke, like, eating more protein is associated with the bro culture of going to the gym and just pounding hundreds of grams of protein. But it is actually real. There is evidence that increasing protein has a ton of different benefits, even by 20 to 40 grams per day, which is not much. That's one protein bar. Contains usually about 20 grams of protein. In a shake that you mix up, you could get 30 to 40 grams just from one shake, depending on how you do it. So this is not a giant increase, but even that little increase can have amazing benefits. You can increase your lean muscle mass, so you're not gaining weight in muscle, but you're increasing lean muscle, which also helps burn fat. The more lean muscle you have on your body, the more you are burning calories all day long to keep those muscles fed in your body. And if you're burning calories, you're burning fat if you're eating the right number of calories per day. It'll reduce your recovery time. If you eat more protein, it will be available right there in your body to put back into muscles when you tax them. So you go out for a walk, run, or you do some push-ups, your muscles are damaged. Basically, muscle tissue breaks down as you exert energy in those muscle tissues. So you need to rebuild the muscle tissue, synthesize more muscle. To do that, you need protein, amino acids. And if your body has readily available amino acids because you've been eating more, it will immediately, faster and more effectively, put that protein right to those muscles, rather than having to synthesize the protein in a different way, like a roundabout way to make more amino acids, which your body can do. It can make some amino acids. Your body has them right there. And there are 9 amino acids your body cannot make and you must get from your nutrition. And if you get a good protein powder, it will have all 9. They are called the essential amino acids. It'll have all 9. So you won't have to go looking for those or have to make sure you eat certain foods. You'll get all the amino acids and proteins you need in one package. Eating more protein also decreases your feeling of hunger. So you'll feel less hungry after you pound a 20 or 30 gram protein shake, which will lead to less snacking of other foods that are not as good for you and don't build lean muscle mass. You also have more sustained energy throughout the day. It takes your body longer to digest protein and turn it into energy. So instead of having kind of that sugar spike where you have lots and lots of energy after you eat sugar, and then it really decreases and you feel like you need more coffee, eating protein is much more sustained over hours and hours because it takes longer and more energy for your body to digest. There's also studies about improved mood because of tryptophan, which is one of the essential amino acids, and getting better sleep. Some studies have shown more protein, people will actually sleep better. So those are some of the benefits. They're listed below along with studies showing that actually give you the research there. So if you're interested, go for it. Go into the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition and just go nuts. And let me know if you find other studies or more interesting studies for me to add. I'm always looking for more information. Also at the bottom, you'll find a recommendation for protein. I use a particular company that I've been drinking this protein and their nutrition sports products for literally 20 years because they're an incredible company. It's called Shaklee. And my mom has had a Shaklee business since I was 3 years old. Yeah, since 1986, she has been working from home for herself with Shaklee. And over time, I have done the research and found that this company is remarkable. They do their own quality testing in their own labs that they have set up, which is not required by the FDA that they do this quality testing, but they do it anyway. And they submit all of their products for third-party testing, which not all companies do. Look into it. If you are using supplements or protein, look into whether or not they do third-party testing and submit their products for a different company, not affiliated with them, to do full testing of their ingredients and then send a report. Shaklee does that with everything. They also publish clinical studies on the effectiveness of their products in peer-reviewed journals. So they get reviewed by nutritionists, by doctors, and they get checked out and their studies get published. So you can actually look at them. I've been personally using these, as I said, for 20 years. And Shaklee is also an environmentally friendly and responsible company. They are climate neutral, which means that they have a net zero impact on the environment because of either sustainable practices, like a very efficient manufacturing facility that they built brand new so that they're using gravity and natural lighting to reduce their energy that they input in that factory. They also use offsetting. They have an offsetting program that plants trees and does other things to pull carbon out of the atmosphere, and they offset everything. Their employees driving to work at their facility in California, the shipping of when you buy from the Shaklee website, it ships to your home. The shipping burns carbon fuels, the delivery truck, right? They offset that, even the delivery truck going to your house. So everything. Which is remarkable. I don't think any other nutrition company is doing that. So check that out. It's below with a link and a picture and some more information and links to everything I just said so you can check it out yourself. Thanks, everyone. It's an exciting week with Nutrition Challenge. It's an exciting week with the pre-workout, warm-up and activation, and post-workout, cool down and stretching and deactivation. So it's an awesome week. Have a great one and get out there and run.